Grace is the word. Good morning, my friends. Welcome to Morning Coffee with Sandye. What a way to start the day. Welcome, sunshine. Welcome, Grease. I mean, there's a reason for that. In 1978, this was the number one song written by Barry Gibb, but sung by Frankie Valli. Did you know this was a Frankie Valli thing? I did not. We did not. We had to check it this morning because it seemed so unreasonable. And the Four Seasons. Oh, we don't want it. Can you name the Four Seasons? I don't mean summer, spring, fall, and winter. Do you have any idea who was in the Four Seasons? Wouldn't that be so sad if you were one of the Four Seasons? You made such a difference on the planet and nobody knew your name. Does it matter?
Wasn't I in them?
No, I don't think that was you.
I think it was me.
You think it was you?
Yeah,
Indy thinks it was him.
Yeah.
Go around telling people you know somebody from the Four Seasons. Good morning. I'm back home. I was gone yesterday from like 7 a.m, something like that, until like 10 o'clock at night. What a long day, huh? Yeah. I drove to LA. Okay, can we talk about my ride? Indy, I haven't even seen you since I got home. Indy was sound asleep when I got home, right?
I woke up and said goodnight.
He did. He woke up and gave me a kiss goodnight and welcomed me home. The dogs did that too, though. Yeah. Well, except Coco. Coco slept through my late night arrival. Anyway, so he doesn't even know anything about my trip yet. So let me tell you about my foray into the freeway. Let's start there because getting there took, now normally I can get from my home to my daughter's home in about 2 hours and 10 minutes. 2 hours if I'm lucky. Generally 2:10, something like that. Good morning, Stephen. Here's the deal. Yesterday, it took me almost 4 hours to get there. Yeah. There were a few problems on the road yesterday. First of all, I want you to know that on my gratitude list this morning, I listed safe travels as one of the things I'm grateful for, which includes everything from good roads without, big problems with the roads themselves, to enough lanes so there's room for all the traffic and call boxes and all the kinds of things that you might need in case of an emergency, that makes travel here so much easier than so many other places. And of course, the fact that I have a car that has, 4 wheels that still take me places and an engine that runs. And here's to my Honda that I love so much. I have a CRV. I love my CRV. I'm on my second CRV, same model. And when I turn this one in, same thing. I love my car. That's it. I'm not changing my car. Okay. But the trip, let's get back to it. So I drive down the freeway for about, I'm going to say 30, 40 minutes. That's all. Not very far. And suddenly the traffic is just like horrendous and I can't figure it out. And I check on Waze and it doesn't say anything about the traffic, just that there is traffic. But when I get close enough, I notice that off to the right, in the right, just right next to the right lane, just about the place where you come to the Dinosaurs. If anybody knows the freeway here, they have big dinosaurs on the side of the road here.
Are they real?
Well, maybe.
Did they bite you?
They don't bite me.
Okay.
They don't bite me, but they're big. They're really big. They used to use them in the movies. Anyway, there's a car totally engulfed in flames. Totally.
A barbecue.
A barbecue. Oh, I like that. It was like a major barbecue. And this poor person was standing like, I don't know, 20 feet behind his car, just watching it burn, baby, burn. I mean, it was like, oh my gosh, like everybody's worst nightmare about being on the freeway and suddenly having your car like overheat to the point where it blows up. It was scary. It really was. I moved over to the left lane as quickly as I could and got out of there. Drove on. This is like true. This is like a true adventure story. Some people never see a car fire in their whole life. They never get that close to a car fire. I drive on, get this, I get to like the Banning Beaumont area, and traffic is awful. And it says again that it's going to take like 40 minutes longer than I expected it to take. And I can't figure out why until I look and I see as I finally inch past it at literally like 4 miles an hour. Get this, Indy. There was a motorhome bigger than Casita Sandita, like a 30, 35, one of those huge motorhomes pulling a trailer that was probably another 15 feet, both totally engulfed in flames. Like unbelievable. It was like the towering inferno. You could see the trailer, maybe the fire started in the trailer. I don't know, because the trailer was, you want me to show that?
Well, they look like dinosaurs, but they may be dragons, and maybe
No, they're dinosaurs. They paint them all different colors. This one is like still painted from Valentine's Day. That's all. No, they do. They paint them different colors and they're scary, and you can go. It's a tourist attraction. It's kind of cute. I've been there a few times. Anyway,
You've gone inside?
Yeah.
Inside the dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really cool. You can climb inside the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
One of them has a gift shop at the very top, and the eyes are windows.
No way.
Yes. And it's free. You can go in the gift shop for free.
Oh.
Anyway, seriously, the trailer part was totally burned out. It like the metal was all bent, and you could see that everything that had been inside was gone. Whatever was in there was nothing in there anymore.
You think they were Breaking Bad?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe we just started watching Breaking Bad. Maybe they were. I don't know.
Cooking meth in the trailer.
Cooking meth in the trailer. I didn't know what Breaking Bad meant. And it was very cool when I heard him say that it's like Weasley guys say, "Hey, what's the deal? You used to be so straight, now you're Breaking Bad." It's like, yeah, how cool is that? I'm Breaking Bad. Anyway, it was like cray-cray, totally cray-cray. The traffic was ridiculous because everybody wanted to see what was going on, but nobody wanted to get close to the fire. So everybody was like, it was wild and crazy on the freeway. That's all I can tell you. But I actually got there at the perfect time to see my grandson and surprise him and tell him I was taking him to his very, very favorite restaurant for lunch to celebrate the last day of summer because school starts this morning for him.
What in the world is Max's favorite restaurant?
You know, interesting. He said he's got two. I wish I'd gone to the first one because the first one is Steve's. Steve's is like a homegrown McDonald's. You know, it's like a hamburger place.
Okay.
They have hamburger and chicken, and you know, they have a large menu, but it's like a fast foods version of healthy food.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's good food, and it's like a block and a half from his house, so we could have walked there. And the bill for lunch probably would have been 15, 20 bucks. Done. Happy celebration. But he has another favorite place. It's called Rockefellers. It's a chain. You may have been to a Rockefellers before.
I don't think so.
He really likes Rockefellers, and I don't know, his mom said, let's make this special. So I said, okay, we'll go to Rockefellers. What do I know? I'd been there before, but I couldn't remember anything about it, except that the last time I was there, I was just waiting for somebody. So I just had like a glass of wine and some sushi while I was waiting. And I remember that it was about the same price as any place else, as far as I could remember. So we go to Rockefellers, and we had a great time. I mean, we walked around for a while we waited for a table. It was that busy. And then we ordered. And now I'm not going to go into detail, but all I can tell you is we had hamburgers and fries and soda. He was allowed to have soda. I think it was like the first time he's ever been allowed to have a soda when he was with me. His mom doesn't usually let him do that. But she said, okay, this time, but no refills. So we did. No refills, though. No refills. Anyway, he really likes the truffle mac and cheese.
Oh, yeah.
So he ordered a truffle mac and cheese. and a hamburger and fries.
Oh, yeah.
I ordered a hamburger and fries. And we each had a soda. And he ate his truffle mac and cheese and like a bite of his hamburger. A bite, maybe 2 fries. He was full. I ate half my hamburger and a few fries. It was really filling. But the bill was like $70 for hamburgers. Are you kidding me right now? I had no idea what I was getting into. Really, seriously. So usually Max and I fight about taking home leftovers because he says he doesn't like leftovers. Really? Too bad, pal. Too bad. You are taking this home and you're having this for dinner, or I swear to the moon, Alice. Anyway, we took all the hamburgers home for another meal, but that was sticker shock if ever there was one. Anyway, then we went home to watch. There's like a World Series going on of Little League baseball. Are you aware of that? And his hometown team, like he'll be in the majors this year, but these are the majors of his Little League, Torrance Little League. They're in the like finals. But it wasn't a great game for them. I mean, they played fabulously. If they'd played against a normal pitcher, they would have won that game hands down. The final score was, I think, like 1-0. I mean, it wasn't like they got creamed. It wasn't even like they played beautifully. But the pitcher on the other team, no kidding, Indy, this kid would have been welcome on any major league team. I've never seen anything like it. He struck out like 12 batters in a row, something like that. It was the people who were talking about the game, what do you call the commentators? They were like blown away. I've never seen this in a kid's game before. This kid is throwing that ball at 80 miles an hour, 90 miles an hour. I mean, it was a little disheartening because it was like kids playing against a pro. He was great. He was great. I can't remember his name, but he will be a famous baseball player someday. He will be probably the best pitcher of all time. At 12 years old, he's doing this. Yeah, he's amazing. He's amazing. What else? Something happened in the car on the way home, too. Oh, I know what it was. When I was coming home, I take the express lane. Yeah, it's expensive, but it's worth it because the traffic going back and forth can be really horrible. So I got in line for the express lane, but I noticed that the line for the express lane was going slower than the regular traffic was going. So I checked Waze, and it doesn't always tell you what's going on. But this time there was like a little thing that popped up that said there was an accident in the express lane. So it was going to take me 18 minutes longer than usual to get home. Well, then I'm not going on the expressway. I still had like 10 car lengths to change my mind, right? So I changed my mind and I went on the regular lanes. And for about 10 miles, we were going the speed limit. And the people in the express lane who were paying for it, they were stuck, right? Yeah. Except once the accident was cleared, I was stuck and they were moving like crazy and I couldn't get in anymore. And it kept being like that. Then there was an opportunity to get in, so I got in and we got stuck again and the other guys were going fast. I just couldn't seem to get it right yesterday when it came to that. But it was a safe trip. It was a good trip. It was a turnaround trip. I got home safe and sound. Everything's good. Yay! Yeah. No, it wasn't about the price of the express lane, Steven. He said if you could spend $70 on a hamburger, what's the big deal with the price of an express lane? It wasn't the money. I wanted to get home faster. And it said there was an accident in the express lane. I wasn't going to take an express lane if it was going to slow me down. But it just like I kept going in and out of it at the wrong times. That's all I can say. Hey, happy birthday to Mother Teresa.
Why don't we have flying cars yet?
They did say we were going to have flying cars by
Yeah,
now.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Come on, Jetsons.
Yeah, the Jetsons like left us out of that one, but I used to be very worried about that.
Yeah.
I remember as a young Jetsons watcher. By the way, I knew the person who did the voice of what was the little girl's name? Jane Jetson, or was that the wife?
His son Elmo. I don't.
I don't remember the little girl's name, but yeah, I
George Jetson.
dun 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 dun
His boy Elroy.
dun 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 dun. I don't
That's
know.
all I got.
Well, whatever. I think it was Jane Jetson, but I'm not sure. Anyway,
Probably.
I knew her. And she had that voice, like normally. That was her real voice. Diane Michelle. That was her name.
I can't say I recall
Yeah.
Jane Jetson's voice.
She was great. She was great. She was in a musical group called the Goyles, Goils. Yeah. And my friend Lolo was in that group.
She was saying that you were afraid about the Jetson flying cars.
Oh, yeah, because if everybody has a flying car and they're all, isn't it good to have someone to keep me on subject, right? Because I do tend to just kind of like a Jetson car. I'm gone. Anyway, I was always afraid that if all of us had cars that could fly, there would be even more accidents. And they'd be worse because we'd crash in the air.
And then you'd fall down.
And then fall down and hit the ground hard. I don't know. Maybe that's why we don't have flying cars yet.
That was the problem, gravity.
They were worried about it. Yeah, gravity. They haven't worked that problem out yet. and I'm going to finish what I was telling you about the Goyles. So Diane Michelle, who was the voice of the Judy Jetson. Was Judy the girl? Not Jane. Judy. I think it was Judy Jetson. She was the voice. Anyway, she was part of the Goyles. My girlfriend Lori was part of the Goyles. They used to be the voices of the bears at the Disneyland Countryland Jamboree.
Is that right?
Yeah. They were the voices of the bears. They also entertained at my parents' anniversary party. And we used to hang out and go out, and they were awesome.
The Goyles were the bears.
The Goyles were the bears.
And the bears would sing, "We're the bears."
Yeah, that's right. Do you remember Countryland Jamboree? It was awesome. I don't think they even have Countryland anymore. I don't know, but it was pretty great. And I was pretty proud of my friends. The daughter is Judy Jetson. Oh, I see it now. Judy. It is National Musical Yoga Day.
Huh?
That's what it is. National Musical Yoga Day.
Musical yoga?
I guess.
You
know, that's what my son-in-law Dan does, is he writes music for like massage, when you're getting massaged, they have that music, and maybe he writes musical yoga music. I should find out. I didn't know that was a whole thing.
I don't either.
Do you think it goes to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, but slower?
That's line yoga.
That's line yoga. See, you've got to be here with us every day or you're going to miss the good jokes. That's all there is to it. Yeah. What else? It is National Toilet Paper Day.
Now, musical yoga, at the music festival that we're going to.
Right.
Well, there's music playing all day. There is yoga also being done all around the lake outside. So while you're doing yoga, you're music, maybe that's musical yoga.
I don't know. I didn't look it up because it just struck me as fun. And I don't think of yoga as fun. Maybe that's wrong.
Who's the top band? Is that Stretch and the Downward Dogs?
Musical yoga. I got it. We could do a whole thing on musical yoga.
I'm a big fan of the Downward Dogs.
The Downward Dogs, they're hot stuff. Did you even hear me say it's National Toilet Paper Day?
Oh, no.
It's National Toilet Paper Day.
I wonder how that's going to unwind.
I think it'll unroll as quite a great day.
Unroll, that would be the...
We'll wipe away whatever unhappiness there is in the world and celebrate. Yahoo! All right, so be kind to your toilet paper today. I actually, can we talk about toilet paper for a minute? I personally find the more recent advertising for toilet paper.
Oh, on television?
Yeah.
Oh, there's Charmin ads now with funny bears.
And they talk about, like wiping, and it's like, that's private, okay? I really don't. You could say it's soft, okay? But I really don't want you to go into any kind of details, all right? Because that stuff, That's my private stuff. We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Toilet paper's like Star Trek.
toilet paper is like Star Trek. Would you like to explain
I
that?
don't think you want me to.
You don't want me to? I don't
Well,
want you to?
I don't think so, because I'd have to say that they help keep Klingons off Uranus. So that's a bad joke.
Okay, I don't know if you heard that, but if you didn't, I am not repeating it. Although it was kind of funny, but it was a toilet paper joke. I just don't like bathroom humor. That's a guy thing. That's a guy thing. I'm not a big fan. Don't squeeze the Charmin, Mr. Whipple. I remember Mr. Whipple. Thank you, Stephen. You have so many memories of those things. Oh, over or under? Stephen says that's an important conversation to have. It's not even a conversation. It isn't. It's over. It's always been over. It was designed to be over. The paper goes over the top. When I'm at someone's house and they have it under, I go ahead and change it. Kind of pisses people off, but I do it anyway because my daddy said toilet paper is supposed to go over the top of the roll. It is not even a conversation in my house. It's over. It's over. Yeah. Yeah. I remember having toilet paper. Is this okay? I I don't like to get political, but I remember when Dick Nixon was president or when he was in trouble. And somebody gave me a whole roll of Richard Nixon toilet paper. I know they make a lot of funny toilet paper. Yeah. That it was a thing.
Yeah.
It was a thing.
Probably still is.
Probably still is. You're right. It's Thoughtful Thursday. So think about that one. Melissa McCarthy's birthday. Happy birthday, Melissa McCarthy. She was in Bridesmaids and Molly and whatever his name is. Mike and Molly? Yeah, Mike and Molly. She went, like here's this like really talented, heavy set woman who's like I think like the poster child for you can be heavy and still be beautiful and talented and have a wonderful life. And then she went ahead and lost all that weight and totally disappointed every heavy person on the planet. I know, Indy and I fight about this all the time. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Your body is your body. What goes in is what comes out. Well, how do you say that? You want to lose weight? Eat less. That's the secret, right? That's it. That's the best diet there is. Eat less. That's all. That's all I want to say about diets.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Oh, you know who else's birthday it is? What's that kid's name from
Kate Amos?
Home Alone?
Oh. Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin. Macaulay Culkin. Yeah, and that's another famous birthday today. Kate Amos.
Huh.
You're probably not listening, but your father and I are right here talking about you, baby. Yeah, because Kate Amos, it's your birthday today. Kate Amos, who can lift more weight than I've ever even moved. Yeah, she's amazing. And a surfer. She's 35 today?
Yeah.
How could you have a child who's 35?
And she's back to school.
Back to school. She's a teacher. She's not a kid going back to school, but she's a teacher back to school today. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Kate. What else?
We're taking her to hair for her birthday.
Oh yeah, that's right. We'll give you a report. But we are. Her dad and I are taking her to and her partner to go see Hair in San Diego at the Old Globe Theater. Usually it's Shakespeare, but not for us. We're going to see Hair. Give me a head with hair. So we're gonna like be playing a lot of Hair songs. That's all I can tell you. Hey, 1920, women got the right to vote. Yay, girls, use it. Exercise the gift, girls. That's all I can say. Yeah. Wait, there's more. I said I love Mother Teresa. It's her birthday. I love her all year long. Here are a couple of Mother Teresa quotes. I like to share these with you whenever I can. If you judge people, you will have no time to love them. Kind words can be short and easy to speak, but their echoes are endless. It doesn't take much to just say something nice to somebody. Every time you smile at someone, It's an action of love, a gift to that person, a beautiful thing. And mother would know. What's that song from?
Mother would know. Beatles.
Yeah. The Beatles did it, but what's the song? Mother, is that the name of the song? Mother would know?
Your mother would know.
I think they wrote it about Mother Teresa. I'm just saying.
I just sent you a link, the video of it yesterday. That's why you're thinking of it.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
oh, I didn't get to watch it, but I saw it. But
yeah,
it was
the Beatles doing a production number.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, Mother would know. Yeah, baby. Bo Jackson's birthday. No, it's not his birthday. In 1990, he hit his 4th consecutive home run in one game. And I mean, that was a big deal to me because yesterday was my baseball day. And, the Bible is all broken up into like different like chapters and verses and stuff like that. Books and things. Yeah. And when you have a bar mitzvah, if you're Jewish and you have a bar mitzvah, you have like a thing, like maybe you're doing this portion or that portion. It's broken up into daily portions. And my son's portion was called Bo, which is a Hebrew word, not like in Bo Jackson. But that's how we got him when he was a kid, to get interested in his Torah portion, because we gave him a bunch of books to read about Bo Jackson because he loved baseball. And his speech at his bar mitzvah was Bo knows.
Bo knows.
Bo knows. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Neil Simon. Oh, what would this world have done without Neil Simon? Neil Simon, like, in my estimation, probably the most gifted writer of like awesome shows. Like amazing.
Was he
wrote
father?
Maybe. I think they were cousins. I'm not sure. He wrote Biloxi Blues and the Sunshine Boys and the Odd Couple, Barefoot in the Park. But my very favorite was Come Blow Your Horn. Come Blow Your Horn was a movie with Frank Sinatra. And not only did I love the movie, it was like typical genre of that day, like just problem solved, everybody lives happily ever after, and in the meantime they play music, one of those kind. Have a fight, get over it, get back together, happy, end of show. Anyway, I went to see the movie Come Blow Your Horn with my parents when it first came out. This was like a million years ago. And I will never forget my father's abject delight that Frank Sinatra in the movie was wearing the same sweater that my father wore to go to the movie. And he owned the same hat that Frank Sinatra wore in the movie. And that became his thing. He would wear his Frank Sinatra sweater, and Frank Sinatra. Oh, he loved Frank Sinatra. Yeah, he just loved Frank Sinatra. He fancied himself a bit of a singer himself. He wasn't. He didn't have a bad voice. I mean, he could carry a tune, but he could not remember a word for anything. So you would constantly hear, they were like Abbott and Costello, Fritzy and Lenny. My mother, Fritzy, she knew every word to every song, every word, but she didn't like to sing. My father loved to sing, but he didn't know any words.
She'd feed him the lyrics?
Constantly feeding him lyrics.
Fly me to
the moon. It was like that. Fly me to the moon. Yeah. Anyway, watching them together doing their singing thing was fairly hilarious. It ain't over till it's over. You can observe a lot by just watching. It's like deja vu all over again. When you come to the fork in the road, take it. Yeah, that was Yogi Berra. All of those. Thank you, Stephen. Next to Mother Teresa, Yogi Berra. I did on his birthday. I don't know if you remember, but I had a whole page of famous Yogi Berra quotes. I love to quote famous people. All right, let's get to my favorite segment, musical segment. Number one, in 1967. Well, in 1967 and 1968, we were kind of in a country genre, both of those years on this date. Number one in 67.
I'm going to guess. Tell me. Quick.
This is Harper Valley PTA. This was 68.
That's close.
This is Jennifer Riley. Harper Valley Junior High.
So which one were you going for? Billy Joe?
Oh, to Billy Joe was number one in 67. That was Bobby Gentry.
Yeah, we started the show with that.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And then Harper Valley PTA was in 68.
Check out the hair.
Oh my God, check her out. Seriously. Is that like so 68? I think I had that hairstyle for a while.
Why don't you do that now?
Oh, I could. Should I do it right now?
Not this moment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could go big like that. Go big or go home.
Don't you rat it up or something like
Yeah, you rat it up. Do you remember ratting your hair? You could use that, Stephen, in your Facebook group. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, so wait a minute. There's more. It was like a musical day because just 1967, that was when Jimi Hendrix released Purple Haze. Now, obviously, the people who were listening to Purple Haze in 1967 were not the same people who were listening to Ode to Billy Joe. It was like for different audiences.
I don't know.
Ah,
They were both on popular radio.
I guess that's
That was
true,
the
but
beginning of
oh
FM
my
the
God.
beginning of FM radio, and you had a wide variety. I think both of those were probably on WIFE in the morning.
Oh, and for us, it was in Chicago, WLS, and in LA, KFWB, Channel 98.
They did have quite a variety of things.
In fact, it was KFWB de Tijuana, Mexico. They would say that really softly after they went KFWB, Channel 98, and then quietly, because I guess they didn't want us to know that they were broadcasting from Mexico, it would be KFWB de Tijuana, Mexico. Seriously. Oh, yeah, a little Purple Haze. So what were you? Were you a Purple Haze or were you an Ode to Billy Joe? I mean, they're pretty different, I think. Ah, did you have the Jimi Hendrix experience?
The question was, are you experienced?
Are you experienced? Yes.
What do you mean?
Did you do drugs?
LSD.
LSD, yeah. See, I didn't do it, but I understood the lingo. Okay, but wait, there's a few more hits of number one on this date. This was a very musical day. Let's move forward. In 1972, there was a group called the Looking Glass, and they were not, I don't remember them, but they had a song called Brandy. I was in college. I was coming home from college. I always wanted to name my first child Brandy. I thought that a Sandye should have a child named Brandy. I thought that would be really cool. Except I came home from college in 1968 and my mother got a poodle and named it Brandy. Kind of killed it for me. I'm not going to lie to you. But the song was still, it's like, Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a fine wife you would be. Anyway, then in 1978, that's when we had Grease. That's what we opened with. Brandy. A little musical interlude. 100 ships.
You never saw the guy who was singing it.
Oh my God, I don't. He looks like a sorry pirate. Doesn't he look like a pirate? I expect a pirate would sing this song. Wow. Laying whiskey down. Okay. While we have Brandy playing in the background, I'm going to share today's word art with you, and then we're going off to have a day. Today's word art is very special to my heart.
Wait, it wasn't Brandy, it was Sandy.
It was Sandye,
Sandy,
yeah.
You're a fine girl.
What a fine girl you would be. What a fine wife you would be. That'd be me. Is it fair? Is it fair? Now, this is what you're supposed to think about today. Is it fair to call me a packrat if my stuff is totally cool? I don't even have anything to say about that. I'm just posing the question. And I'm ending it with a sip.
Wait a minute. You remember what George Carlin said about your stuff?
Oh yeah, George Carlin did the best thing on stuff in the whole wide world. Yeah.
Yeah, he'd say that if it's mine, it's different than if it's yours.
Right, because my stuff is special stuff. I got a lot of stuff, but it's totally awesome stuff. It's not junk, right? I say that because today on my to-do list is to go through my stuff, because we've got a charity coming on Saturday to pick up a whole bunch of stuff. We're trying to empty the garage, essentially. Yeah. All right. I started my sip, but I missed it. And a smile. I will see y'all tomorrow.
Wait.
What?
Gotta hear the word. What's the word?
What's the word?
Grace is the word.
I was waiting for it to happen again. It's going to come again, and then we're out of here. But in the meantime, grace is the word. See ya. See ya, greasers.